and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-away girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo.
A first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
there. Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis, he gets this one to Burks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1st and 10, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On second down. Here's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Willis. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Saints at 5 and 10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Jameis again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Play action, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 7, Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action with Willis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throw right side, complete to Carter. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Willis now off play action. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Chigakakwo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target and delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long.
Out of the gun now on third down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. Inside handoff, Henry. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Winston now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston
targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Hardy.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd down. Here's Willis.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there.
Here we go.
What a big play, moving it downfield.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
31, Saints 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And now here's another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Baker. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Stand 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a carry here for Hilliard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Titans' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and 10.
From the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer. Winston to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one taken in by Olave.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Winston now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Henry again on 2nd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this throw caught left side.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
To throw, Winston. And this is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He completes it to Olave. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
Complete to Chris Olave. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And the busy night for Henry continues. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditional is not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up